Update 1.11 for Gran Turismo 7 has just been released as of today, the 7th of April 2022, which is also the first of many new patches that we can expect this month. With this update, we have a lot of much needed adjustments, especially in terms of earning credits. In this video, I'll be covering the more important updates that are listed from the blog post, but I will leave a link to the entire article in the description. As always, drop a like rating down below and subscribe if you are new. Starting off, you'll earn significantly more credits on the latter half of the World Circuit event, meaning it's actually worth doing the longer races and getting rewarded for doing so. The same also goes with arcade and custom races. If you find yourself doing those often, you'll also notice that there is an increase in credit rewards at the end of each event. As well as this, they've also added 3 new World Touring Car events with a reward of up to 550,000 credits, which can also be doubled if you have a clean race, meaning you'll get 1.1 million credits per event. These new events can be found at the Tokyo Expressway, the 24 Hours Doman Racing Circuit, and the Sardenga Road Track A. Up next is an update to the circuit experience and is as followed: a new reward system to the circuit experience, awarding you for completing all bronze and all gold for each track. And as you can see, it's definitely worth doing so. Most players have likely already completed a few of these circuit experiences like myself, but don't worry, they didn't forget about us. If you're one of the people that has already completed one of these circuit experiences, go into the track that you've fully completed, for example, then exit straight away. Once you've done this, you'll be awarded the amount of credits previewed for the track. As you'll see from the clip that's been playing in the background, I got a total of 1.2 million credits as I completed all bronze and all gold for this specific track. With this update, we also got a new mission section within the world missions called the Human Comedy. There are 8 in total, which is the same as all of the other previous mission sections, but with these, they are all 1 hour long endurance races. For each of these events, you will need a specific vehicle from your garage and can be awarded up to 1.2 million credits per event, which is amazing. You'll also be awarded 2 new cars for completing all bronze and all gold for all of the events. As these events will take 8 hours to do so, I really do hope that the vehicles you get awarded are actually worth it. Because in all honesty, some of the previous vehicles that we've been awarded really aren't the best. I mean, there's still free cars, I guess, but yeah, hopefully for the amount of time you put in, it's something decent. Moving on to multiplayer, we've had a couple of improvements to this, one of which is of course the credit adjustment. So every race that you complete within sport mode or multiplayer, you will now be awarded more credits for doing so. There's also a few general improvements, such as being allowed to switch to the spectator camera, the time limit now being enabled for endurance races, and the camera movement has now been changed before the start of the race when you go into the daily race section. Game progression has also had a couple of updates which are very handy. You can now store up to 100 million credits instead of the prior 20 million capacity. Obviously, I can't really see a lot of people having anywhere near that amount of credits yet, but hey, if you want to save up your credits and just do an absolute splurge and buy a ton of legend cars, you can now do that. As well as that, there's also an update to the invitations you'll receive, and instead of them lasting 14 days, they've now been upped and will last up to 30 days. Unfortunately, the ones you already have may have already expired, as this only goes with the new ones that you'll earn from this update. And one of the last important updates is for the used and the legend car dealerships, as they've now been adjusted to showcase more options to choose from per day. If you go into the used car dealership, you'll now have a selection of 30 cars, and for legend cars, there is now a selection of 10 cars per day. The prices, mainly for legend cars, are still very expensive as expected, but with the credits now being fixed within the game, you should be able to get yourself something nice if you keep doing long endurance races and saving up your cash. And there we go. I feel like these are the more important updates people care for within the game. But there are of course the other smaller updates which can be found in the full blog post. Overall, a very solid update, especially as it's improved on the credits earned from playing the game, which was a huge issue at launch. Along with that, I'm glad that the devs are really listening to the community and doing what they can to fix the errors so quickly. If you think about it, when they were made aware of all of this, it was literally fixed in the matter of a few days with the first major update coming to the game. And as you can see going forward, they're really continuing continuing to listen, and finally sorted out the credits. As mentioned in the previous update video, this is the first of many for April. One of the later updates this month will also include new cars and new tracks, which is definitely something we all want, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon with another video.